Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Sean Moore Show studio. We're hanging out over here in the lounge, and we got the whole Team Super Funny 2021 lineup here. I'm Sean.
I'm Oliver.
I don't know if you're pointing at me.
I'm now.
I'm Danny.
I'm Maddie.
And we are here to answer some viewer questions. So if you've got a question you want us to answer, it could be about YouTube, about life, it could be advice, it could be curiosities, whatever, leave it in a comment and we'll answer it in the next installment. But to get right down to business right here, we're gonna start it off with a few questions that we've been asked a lot of times over a lot of videos. Like, what was your first cosplay?
Actually, Spider-Man. And it's literally the one that you see on the YouTube channel. That's my very first cosplay.
Maddie, what was your first cosplay?
So I can't remember. It was either Sharon Carter, Agent 13, or Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. I can't remember which one I did first.
My first
I'll take
cosplay was, depending on how you count it, I made my own Batman costume out of trash bags and popsicle sticks when I was 15 to make my own Batman movie when I was on a family camping trip.
Wow.
I don't know if that counts, but in terms of going to Comic-Con and that kind of thing, is probably, I think, the Joker. What about you?
First one was a gender-bent Deadshot.
Yeah.
Everyone was Harley Quinn. I'm like, no, I gotta be different. I gotta be different. And guess who I play now?
I gotta say, I was looking so forward to this lady in Harley Quinn from the videos hitting the con floor when con season started up, but there's no con season this year.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Or here's another good question that we get asked a lot. What was the first superhero movie you watched? I'll go first for this one, because for me the answer is the '66 Adam West Batman. My dad showed it to me. We watched it on TV a lot. Also, he took the family to like a matinee theatrical like re-release some just random afternoon. And the funniest thing, I was like a toddler age, but for some reason I remember going to see the movie and then getting home from the movie and it was on TV. So we watched it again.
Yeah, Iron Man was the first one. I had like a huge crush. I'm like, oh, Robert Downey Jr., he's such a cool guy and all this sort of stuff. And yeah, so that was like the coolest. Like I remember thinking like, this is the best movie that I have ever seen.
Okay, what about you? First superhero movie you watched?
The first Avenger, the Captain America movie.
Yeah. Oliver, how about you?
Yeah, I had to really think about it. And you know, because I thought, you know, like the Tobey Maguire first Spider-Man would be one, like probably one of the first ones to watch. I think it was actually The Incredible Hulk.
Ooh.
Okay, so those are some questions we get asked a lot. Now here's some specific questions that we got asked on a community post just in the last week or two. Raymond Fickles asked, what are your favorite roles? To start on this end.
I think my favorite, this might be a bit of a surprise, is actually Huntress.
Oh, really?
I had a lot of fun doing that shoot, and she's also just like such a badass, and like in the short wig, all black, like shooting people. That was probably my favorite bit to do.
And now she takes that crossbow with her to the grocery store.
Yeah. You're not wearing a mask?
I do want to say Spider-Man because they play it a lot, but I'm going to say actually Doctor Strange. You're playing Iron Man, I'm playing Doctor Strange, and then you told us in the script to be like, in the movie, he's like, 1. But then we had this little sign that said 1, and I just hold it up. And it was probably one of the best scenes. I'm just like...
Because I typically am the one that puts the Doctor Strange on when Doctor Strange is needed, so now we're going to have to fight over it. But I probably got to go with the Joker just by a slim margin, only because I can go that much wilder, that much crazier.
I do like to play Black Cat just because of I have so much content that I want to like improvise on when it comes to being a cat. So like playing with a laser beam or whatever, knocking stuff off tables. Like I find that so funny. But I think I got to give it to Harley Quinn. Even though I've said in the past like she's overrated. But I actually really do like playing like the high energy. Like I have like you said with Joker, like you can be a lot more wild with him. I can be a lot more like uppity high energy. I just have like 8 coffees in the morning.
Okay, the next one, we actually get asked this one a lot too, but in this case it came from Sleepy Gamer. How long does it take to record a scene video?
Danny has a habit of injuring people. Like when Danny smacks me in the head with a bat, you know, those scenes
really
throw me under the bus.
Longer.
or sometimes it's very hard to hit a line.
Yeah.
Oliver and I usually have a lot of trouble with that.
You do, yeah.
I don't know what's the longest like amount of scenes or like time it took to do. I know that again, back to the Drunk Black Widow that we did for the New Year's parody we recently did, or the New Year's video we recently did. It was 11 takes. Oh, wow. What is an average video time? What's the shortest we've done and the longest we've done?
Well, let's take them through a day in the life, right? It's kind of like 10 or 11 a.m. is our call time.
Yeah.
Get everybody kind of chit chat, make a coffee, get dressed up, you know, this kind of thing. We're probably cameras rolling by 12:30, and then it's shoot in the green screen room, and then we're wrapped anywhere from like 4:30 to sometimes we're like right up against us because I've got a 7 o'clock hard cutoff because I got a little baby daughter at home.
Yeah.
And then sometimes once in a rare while it even spills into the following day, or hey, can you guys come back on such and such day to film that last little bit that we didn't get? So it's a little bit kind of all different all the time, but the general thing is that you usually get it done in like one really, really big afternoon. We aim to get a video a week up. And so Wednesdays is our shoot days and everybody comes in, we make a video. 2020 was a little bit hit and miss with a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. Yeah. And with 2021 now, we want to get back into a rhythm where, you know, kind of like what we're doing right now, to get into making more videos. So today's been this is actually our third video that we're doing today.
Yeah.
Now, I saved the best and most craziest question, the big softy question. How did you and the cast meet, and are you guys and girls friends?
We hate each other.
Absolutely.
Please let me get out.
Yeah. So Val texts me one day and she's like, hey, do you want to be a part of a superhero sketch comedy YouTube channel? And I was like, sure. She said there was a studio. I was like, okay, she rented a studio. This is fun. And I meet Sean and they're filming the Joker Plus video. And I'm just like, the gears are turning in my head being like, what?
The one who's been around the longest is this man right here.
Yeah.
And
OG.
Did we
Other than
meet
you.
like through other people or just like bump into each other at Comic-Con? Or I think it was, you got roped into coming to a Spider-Man like group flash mob video.
Yep.
Way back in the
I
day.
did, yeah, a flash mob video.
Yeah.
That was years ago now.
Oh, jeez.
But I would like come off and on to come into the show, because then as well too, you'd also ask me just to come every so often, just to play out a role, Spider-Man, a thug, anything like that. And then now I'm still here.
Graduated to the main cast. Like Saturday Night Live, he was a featured player. Now he's the main cast.
Yeah.
And then Dani, we met, and I love showing this. I found the photo actually, because she was a gender bent Thanos at a con.
All
and she's
the
just
gender
walking by. I
bents.
was like, I need to get a picture with you. So we got a picture. A couple of like years went by.
Doing it 2 years.
Finally got to call her up and say, hey, you want to come down and be part of this? And she came down and checked it out. Personality Plus all day, right out of the gate. And I don't know what it was, but I was just like, Harley Quinn, I see it. You're Harley Quinn. And she didn't even see it in herself at first.
No.
Only right this second it occurs to me that I think you do more characters, like in terms of regular characters. I think you've got the most out of, including me, because you Black Widow, Harley Quinn, Black Cat. Yeah. You've done Wonder Woman a couple of times now.
I did Ray.
Yeah.
I've done Cara Dune.
You did a Stormtrooper.
I did a Thug.
Yeah.
I didn't do all these people. I was these people.
Messed up as them. But that was the last question, and that's a good note to go out on. That to all you people watching out there, we all got together and did these viewer submitted questions just because we wanted to have an opportunity to come on and say thank you so much for the continued loyalty and support, and encouragement is a really big one with how difficult the last year has been. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun for this channel to sail to 2 million and then double it to 4 million, and now we're heading towards 5, and dare to dream we can get that 10 million subscriber diamond play button. Wouldn't that be something? Woo! So with that, I think it's time to shut this studio down and get out of here.
Go to bed.
Any parting words, friends? What's your inspirational message to the people there?
Find inspiration and motivation in whatever it is.
In a world full of Barbie dolls, strive to be an action figure.
Be who you are and be yourself.
You're an artist, a creative person, anything like that. You are the real life superhero. Your talents and your creativity are your superpowers. And everything out there that's trying to get in the way of you doing your art and making your stuff, that's your rogues gallery. So on that note, looking at the wide camera for the big group shot here, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us. We'd love to get your questions and answer it for the next time we do one of these. So leave a question down below in the comments, and we'll do another one of these real soon. And until then, I'm Sean.
I'm Ollie.
I'm Dani.
I'm Maddie.
We are Team Super Funny on the Sean Ward Show, and we're out. Subscribe, hit the like button, and click join for cool stuff.
It helps.
That's the W.
We actually nailed that one. I thought we were going to mess up the names.